Hello everyone, welcome back to Programming Knowledge. So in the recent videos, we learned how to set up Firebase using Firebase console as well as Flutterfire CLI. And we also implemented the email password authentication into our Notes app. Now, today we are going to implement the phone OTP authentication into our Notes app. So, as you can see, we are continuing the series. In this series, we are on the fourth video, and in this video we will be learning how to implement Firebase phone authentication. So without wasting any time, let's move on to the console. So come on Google and say Firebase console. Scroll a bit, go to this link and open it. Select the Notes app, or you can create a new project. So I am just connecting to the Notes app. Go to the authentication. Go to sign in method. In the last video, we learned how to how to create account using email or password. So now we will be adding a new provider. In this, we will be using phone. Let's just enable this and scroll a bit and put save. So now the phone number is also enabled. Now go to the Android Studio. So as you all can see, this is in the last video we created this. So in this video we will create another page, or let's just create another page. This page we will be calling phone number, and another page called OTP script. Close all the other tabs and keep the home page as it is. And on the login page, let's just copy the code. Go to phone number, paste the code, and over here change. Let's just change a few things. So guys, we got the error, and the error is the minimum XDK version 23. So what is the error? So the error is we have to set the minimum SDK version. So how to set this? Go to Android, open the app folder, go to build.grid. Over here, in the minimum SDK version, it's telling us use a compatible library with a minimum SDK of Atmos 20 or increase the project one to 23. So let's just add this to 23 and rerun. So now you can see our app is running and installed successfully on my physical device. This is my physical device which I am running right now. So this is the code. So now you can see it's only showing the one. Let me just fix the quick things. Get open, save it, again open the running device, and now you can see it's the enter number. And so I can turn off the device preview, or I can just remove the device preview for now. Let's just remove this and save it. And now you can see it will update a little. It will take some time to reload, or I just have to record restart it. So now you can see on the, so it's done. So similarly, we want for the OTP screen also. In this, we will be putting enter OTP. If it's empty, enter OTP, or else we will put over here verified. So it's done. Now what's the next thing? We required a statelet widget, stateful widget. Over here, we will call phone number construction and dot super dot key. So we will be requiring a OTP. Then over here, we will write this dot OTP and let's make this required. So now we will get the OTP from here in OTP controller. OTP controller. OTP controller. So it's done. So the issue is a function value must be provided. So basically, it's the issue. We forgot a semicolon over here. So it's fixed. Now what next? So over here, what we are going to do? Now, our UI page designing is done and is ready to build. Now we are going to implement the phone OTP authentication. We will write firebase auth.instance.verify phone number. So it will ask for the 4 parameters which we have to pass. Very first, when the verification will be completed, so what we have to do? So when the verification will be completed, just for now, let's keep this empty. If the verification failed, okay, so done. Over here, we will write just write it phone credential. So let us put credential over here. Similarly, over here put error. Then in the code send, let's just skip 2 things. And in the code sent, we will write OTP token. We will get 2 things. So what is the OTP? We will get the OTP from the code send section. And over here, we will just pass the OTP. And after this, the very important, we will pass the phone number. In the phone number, from where we will get this phone number? We will get this phone number from the number. Okay, and it's done. Just out. And when the code gets sent, over there, write navigator dot push. Just go to the next page. And what is this next page? The OTP screen. Okay, maybe I didn't change it yet. Yeah, I didn't change it. OTP screen. So it's done. Just make it OTP screen and done. In this, instead of phone number, convert everything to OTP screen. So it's done. In the phone number section, you can see we get the error. it's telling us to pass the OTP. Of course, we need the OTP from here. So from where we will get the OTP? We are in the code send function and we can already see that we are getting the OTP. So just pass that OTP dot to string. Okay, so it was a named parameter. So just let me keep OTP and pass the OTP. So it's done. Now you can see it's almost done. The OTP will be sent successfully from here. So now go to OTP screen over here. On the click of the button, what we are going to try? We are going to use phone auth credential and we'll make a variable called credentials. And we will write phone auth.provider.credentials. Okay. So it's asking for verification ID. What is this verification ID? This verification ID is the OTP which we get from the phone number class from here. So let's just use widget.otp. We are using widget as it is a stateful class and the OTP is in the above. And in the SMS code. Now what we are going to write in the SMS code? We are going to write the OTP which we will get from the user. What user entered? So it is this OTP. So now what this credential will do? It will check whether the OTP is entered right or wrong. So then we will await and we will write firebase.instance.signing with credentials. And it will ask for credential, just pass that credential. Dot. Then we are going to use then. Like the moment the correction settled, just go to the next page and that is home page. So let's just push over here. We will write context and to a home page. So it's done. Now you can see the OTP will also be sent and it will also be checked over here. Now one more thing, we can also do one thing, that if number dot is empty, so it will tell us to enter a new number. But what if anyone entered the number which length is not properly 10, like it's not 10-digit number. So if the number dot length is less than equal to 10, is not equal to 10. If it is not equal to 10, we will just tell to enter valid number. Okay, it's done. Now what we are going to do next? So in this, whenever we have to add a country code also. So either we can ask the country code from the user, or we can just go over here, convert this into this and write +91 and $sign. So using this, it will automatically convert. But as I used 91, so this OTP system is only valid for Indians. So let's just save it. So we successfully run it. It took a hot restart. Let's just open the device. Yeah, it's open. So over here, let's just enter a random number. And I entered. And when I'm clicking on get OTP, you can see in the terminal that we getting the error. What is the error? The error is SMS verification code request failed. Why it is failed? because billing not enabled. What is billing? We required a billing account, a Firebase billing account to access this service of Firebase. Even though it's a free service, but Firebase tell us you should have a billing account to enable this functionality. So now, how we can enable? So there is, so we can enable using the after creating the billing account. But what if we don't have a billing account and we can't create now? So you can see that we wrote the whole code and now we want to check this whether it's working or not. So there is a way to check this. Go to Firebase, open the authentication, go to the signing methods and go to phone numbers. Over here, scroll a bit. You can see there is an option called phone numbers for testing. So you can add a phone number for testing purpose. Let's just add a number suffixing 91, prefixing 91, and I'm going to add a number. So I think so. Yeah, so it's done. So we added the number successfully. Just let's make one OTP also 536 and just add this. So now you can see we got the phone number and we also got the OTP. So just go to the Android Studio again, open the running devices. Let's just open and into the phone number, paste the phone number which we just copied. And now click on get OTP. Now you can see we successfully come onto a second page, and in this page we have to enter the OTP. Now what is the OTP which we created over there? This is a testing purpose, right? So we added and click on verify OTP. So now you can see we have come to a home page. So guys, by this you can understand the code which is written, it's properly working and it's functioning properly. So what, so just you have to, make your this account a billing account. How you can make this? Just go to settings, go to usage and billings, details and settings, and just modify the plans and select this plan. After selecting this plan, you can access those services also. So it required. So now you can see it's also added over here also. This is the Firebase number, and this is the UID. So this is how we can create a account using phone OTP authentication of Firebase. So that's it for today's video. Thank you.